What's going on, guys? It's Julbert and my dog Lucky. All right, and today I'm going to show you how to use high level to run, automate, and scale your business funding operation, even if you're brand new to automation. Okay, so listen, if you're in business loans or you're working, capital, MCA funding, you're doing real estate funding, equipment financing, personal credit, business funding, right? If you're building all these things out or you focus on startup capital services, then you already know the truth, all right? Most funding companies, they don't lose deals because of underwriting. Yeah, it's part of it, of course. They'll lose deals because of, guess what? Slow follow up, bad document collection, confused clients, right? Overwhelmed sales rep. And guess what? Zero automation. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me work. Listen, this tool high level helps you eliminate all that. And in this video, I'll show you exactly how to build an automated lead to funded pipeline, how to collect documents without chasing clients, super important, how to automate follow up across text and email, voicemail, and calls, how to onboard clients instantly, and how to keep your rate agents or reps accountable, and how to scale without adding more staff, leveraging AI automations. All right. So we're also going to add two creative funding strategy that I don't know too many people that's talking about them. So hopefully that helps you and how they can work really, really well for your business. So with that said, let's get the ball rolling. The big problem in funding. This is from my personal opinion, right? A lot of funding company, they don't have a lead problem. You have a speed and communication problem. So what do I mean by that? Funding is a timing game, right? If you aren't the first person to actually respond to or request documents or structure the file properly or prepare underwriting and follow up, you can potentially lose that opportunity, right? So you have to be fast. Success loves speed, and clients don't disappear. They just move on to the next person who communicates better and who follow ups quicker. And I think high level can be that tool that you can use to fix that. And by building that automation machine behind everything in your funding business. All right. So to get the ball rolling, let's start by talking about the first system you need to make this thing running. I call it the automated funding application funnel. So what do I mean by that? Every funding business needs an automated intake machine, right? So what that is step one, it's a pre-qualification form that potential clients need to fill out, right? That form you collects monthly revenues, industry, time in business, you know, business entity type, bank statements, credit score range, um, funding reasons, right? Requested amount, what else? Best contact method. So as soon as someone, go to your page and fill out the form, submit, their contact is created on high level. And then the next step is a funding pipeline card is created. They get tagged by qualification level, and an automated follow-up workflow is automatically activated. Guess what happened in step two? Instant follow-up. They do that, boom, they get a text within 10, 15 seconds, automatically sends that out to them right through high level. So it's not manually done with like either a pre-approval text, a calendar link for funding review, a request for initial documents so they can send those over, a confirmation email summarizing next steps, maybe even a confirmation text as well. This alone immediately increase your funded deals because speed equals money in the funding business, right? Like I mentioned earlier, success loves speed. And then step three, the team get notified instantly, right? So your agents, your underwriters, processors, the VAs, everybody get that quick notification. And guess what happened? Now the deal is not going to go cold because you have everyone working on that deal. All right. Now, system number two is a funding pipeline that runs your entire operation. So this is where I think most funding companies, um, you know, fall apart, right? You could use a tool like High Level to build a drag and drop pipeline. So what do I mean by that? Like a funding flow, right? So you have lead, pre-qualified documents, maybe you run ads or content, pre-qualified documents collected, underwriting, offer sent, funded upsell, right? So let's take an example. Let's say an MCA. Lead come in, bank statement, revenue review, offer, contract signed, boom, funded, right? Or something like credit to cash. Lead come in, credit being pulled, approval card, stacking, disbursement, boom. Every stage triggers and clients get an update, internal notification is sent out to everyone, automated reminders, processor checklists, compliance messages, all that stuff is automated right through High Level. Now clients know exactly what's happening at all time. So most funding clients are confused. They don't know what's going on, right? They throw their stuff in there and they're just waiting, right? Because there's a lot of moving part. So High Level can help fix that because guess what? There could be an update that goes out to the client saying your file is currently in underwriting. We receive your bank statement, right? Your offer is ready. Check your email, or please sign your funding agreement. They're getting those texts as they go through that process, that journey. This make your company look extremely professional without hiring more staff because all that can be automated right through the platform. And a third system is automated document collection plus compliance workflow, right? Document chasing is the silent killer for a lot of funding business because you want this document, that document. The client takes 2 weeks to send you this or an hour to send you this, right? You got to keep following up with them. So, how do you automate that whole process? Automate the document request list, right? Client receive a checklist for 3 or 6 months of bank statement, voided checks, driver's license, business tax return, merchant statements, financial statements, right? Invoice purchases, etc. So they literally get that checklist, EIN, all the code of organizations, they got all that in the checklist, right? So they just kind of plug everything in. And then the next step is they get automated reminders. So if something is missing, within 24 hours, 48 hours, they're gonna get like, hey, don't forget to send us your EIN. Don't forget to send us your article of organization. Don't forget to send us your bank statements. Don't forget the P&L. And then now the team is getting real alert, right? And now they're able to get these things uploaded quickly. So your processor is being notified, the clients is being advanced in the pipeline, underwriting is alerted, they're not taking forever to get back to people. Automation begins preparing offer detail. You get a chance to operate like a large, well oiled funding firm without actually being one by using this type of platform. All right. Then guess what? This is where it gets more exciting. The funding follow up machine, right? You already know funding fortunes are made in the follow up. You got to consistently follow up. And I think High Level give you the ability where you can use text sequences, emails follow ups, ringless voicemails, automated phone calls. You can literally have all that set up. Even you can do personalized video follow up, or do retargeting automation, abandonment follow up sequences. So much that you can do with the platform. If you want a client to fund with you, you must stay top of mind every single day. And you leverage this follow up to stay top of mind and automate the whole process. I'll give you guys an example, right? So imagine you're a small funding company, two people, right? And like maybe you were doing everything manually, chasing documents, deals wasn't going through, you forget to follow ups on time, processing deals was random, underwriting taking forever, burned out, right? But when you start adding those systems, you start automating the pre-qualification funnel, right? You automate the document checklist. You add a pipeline automations. You update underwriting with like notifications. You set up all these sequences so that the client feels like things are being done fast because they're getting update consistently. You can easily increase the amount of funding deals that you do, you can cut off your workload and you can have happier clients and cut off the underwriting cycle and be able to get more funding deals happen, right? The automation, it won't replace your effort or your team, but it will amplify the result that you bring to the table. And with that said, I want to also share two creative funding automation that I haven't heard nobody talks about. Hopefully that helps you. All right, these can be game changers in your business. All right, so strategy number one, call it the revenue surge. Right, so to me, this is kind of cool because I haven't heard anybody say it, so I'm gonna share it with you. I just think it's something you can definitely use. Right, so HighLevel can track emails opens, page visits, link clicks, form interaction, pipeline movement, all that. So if a client who didn't fund suddenly becomes active again, right? Like they're going back and opening your old emails or clicking the links or revisiting that funnel, guess what? The system alerts your agent instantly. Ting! Your client Michael is re-engaged. Call him now. You can call him directly or you can set up an AI tool to call him. This will bring in thousands in funded deals that would have been lost forever because you're able to reactivate people that maybe didn't qualify in the past. Now they're looking at things again. Or here's another strategy, the funding renewal pipeline, right? Looking at MCA, revolving credit, these type of deals need renewals, but most funders don't track renewals properly. They don't track it properly. Maybe through a Google Sheets. Well, you can automate that whole process and you can monitor time since funding. So when that renewal is coming in, you get a trigger sequence and a text goes out to the clients. Hey, are you ready for more capital? Right? Or like a pre-qualification message or link sent to them. You collect the bank statement again, you book a renewal call, you underwriting, get a notification, so you never miss another renewal again. Right? With these two strategies alone, I think you can add an extra six figures in repeat funding deals. Right? So if you like this type of videos, this is why I think every funding business should use a VA because not just setting up these automations, right? You could have one of our VA do that for you, but the VA can also help with chasing the documents, managing the lead, organize the pipeline, do the follow up with the appointments, help with underwriting and prep, right? Serve as a client communicator and coordinator, and help in the follow up process when you need a human to follow up. You can focus on closing deals. Your VA can focus on handling everything high level from setting it up to managing it. And if you want your funding business to run smoother, I have an amazing deal for you. Grab our free 30-day trial of HighLevel so you can operate like a real financial company and also book a strategy call with our team so we can help you find the right VA to put this machine to work and really get to the next level. Can't wait to see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Cheers.